All right, we are in for our last day. CES is over, guys. That went fast, didn't it?
That's a strange feeling.
I know. We made it. We made it somehow to the end of digital CES, all digital CES, and here we are. So we'll just go around the horn and kind of pick up on last impressions of this show. So Lee McDonald, we'll start with you.
Yeah, it's been an interesting week. This is, I don't know, CES just doesn't feel the same without being in person, but there's a lot of good takeaways. I've tried this week to take the information from certain keynotes and make it applicable to independent retailers and our membership in general. And I'll probably do it again today. There's one last one. I hope everybody had a chance to watch Corey Berry yesterday. I hope they had a chance to watch Doug McMillan from Walmart today, because there's some really, really interesting things that he said. You think about Walmart and a grocery store. He didn't talk about milk. He didn't talk about eggs or plastic bags or really even government regulations and different things. He talked a lot about data and the role of big data and AI. And this is Walmart, who's a grocery store. And so a lot of people are probably wondering, well, why does that matter to me as an independent retailer? And it's because Walmart, as the world's most sophisticated retailer, recognizes the power of big data to drive decisions, whether that's purchasing decisions, merchandising decisions, pricing decisions, all kinds of different things. If you listen to Doug, he really calls it out clearly. And so why this is important for our retailers is Walmart has billions and billions and billions of dollars of data and intelligence that it uses all the time to leverage better deals, to buy better, to buy smarter, to compete tougher, which is what we hope to do for our members as well. What I'm really excited about is, hope you're catching a theme here, is we've been doing this for independent retailers for a number of years. We call it Primetrics, and that has evolved significantly. A lot of members trust us with their randomized and anonymized POS data, several $1 billion worth. And so we can provide those same insights that you would have to, Walmart hires economists and they have, data scientists, and we have data scientists too. And that's the beauty of what the group does and what Scale provides for our members is, just like Walmart knows what to sell in what market and how much to price it for, we actually have that with the assortment rationalization tool. It's an exclusive to nationwide members, where we can tell you for appliances and some other categories that are emerging, what margin you should sell for, what sells, whether to sell bisque or stainless or black stainless or all different kind of things. So it was cool to see that the world's smartest retailer is interested in the same things that we think our members should be interested in too.
It's almost reassuring in a sense, because you're hearing all this talk about data and what they're doing. And I mean, I think when Gary Shapiro introduced them, it was the number one on Forbes is how it, Gary doing his spiel and talk about how they're number one on Forbes and all that. But if that's what the top company on Forbes list is doing, and you realize that we're doing it too, that's a sense of pride and something to really be happy about.
It is, and it speaks to, I think we understand where members are going to struggle, and our members in a lot of markets, their number one competitor is a Walmart. And so our responsibility as a group is to provide the right tools, and data is now the number two, maybe even number one tool, right next to digital and digital marketing. So it's reassuring, but we have a lot to do and a lot of responsibility for our members to get it right.
No, that's awesome. All right. So continue the around the horn down clockwise, Mr. Randy Durr. What do you got?
Yeah. So for me, technology trends coming out of 2021 CES, it seems like every seminar that I had the opportunity to sit in on, health and home, health and wellness seems to be brought up in almost every category, right? You have new fitness trackers that are being introduced that are going to track many of your vital signs, and then you're going to be able to download that information into some type of portal that is going to be able to be sent over to your doctor immediately, right? So they're going to be able to analyze you and tell you what's wrong with you and tell you what you need to do in order to, get better, right? You have virtual doctor visits that are going to be taking place during the course of 2021, right? And then with that said, just talking about smart home technology that fits into that. You have air purifiers, right? You have water purifiers that fit into that category. You have lighting and shading that fits into that type of product category. So, just health and wellness, healthy homes, and along that line. So for me, that's an interesting tech trend that I come away with. As far as gadgets go, I'm a TV guy. Have always been a TV guy. Thinner, flatter, lighter, brighter, better contrast. Micro LED. Neo LED, transparent OLED. Those things kind of excite me, right? Maybe Hank will buy me a 110-inch micro LED from Samsung as a Christmas gift next year.
You got room for the wall somewhere? You got room?
I do, right here in front of me. So
awesome.
that kind of excites me, for the future. So that's my spin on CES this year.
No, that's awesome. And to your health, I mean, it always felt like health was, they got the sands that's filled with all the health and wearables and stuff like that. But I guess it takes a pandemic to really just understand how much of an impact health products are going to have moving forward, and certainly one to keep an eye on. So it really puts it in focus. So, all right,
Definitely.
Mr. Hank, what's going on?
All right. By the way, Randy, UPS just picked up your 110-inch Neo QLED. It's on its way. Hope it's not broken when it gets to you. So a little bit of echoing some of what Randy just said. You've written about it in your blog. Comfort and convenience, but certainly wellness is a big thing. And Randy's right. Whether that's you say wellness to somebody, it can be a wearable. It can be, a UV product that is now disinfecting your phone, or, those kinds of things, lighting, shades, all that whole category is just blowing up. It's a big category for us in 2021 and growing in importance. I guess my big takeaway is if it folds, rolls, or is transparent, it's a new thing. It's a big product. It's a big category for 21 and beyond. We had a couple people show transparent OLED and transparent LEDs and foldable phones and rollable phones, and that whole category I think is just going to grow by leaps and bounds over the next we'll say 12 to 24 months. And then products. Yeah, probably the Neo QLED is probably the top one, and then one that I think is going to be a game changer will be for Sony, and it's their new XR processors, the cognitive AR processors that they've got coming out. Sony's always been way ahead of the game in processors, even though we all know their panel come from, an OLED panel may come from LG. The processor has always been, their big thing. And I think that's just a kind of a game changer in that side of things. So those are the big things for me.
Awesome. Any big like corporate grade printer copier machines that can replace what you got behind you that you came across? No, nothing. Any new innovations
rough
there?
Rough crowd.
No, that's awesome. I appreciate it, guys. I want to close on one thing. You guys, Randy and Hank, mentioned some specific products. Any out of the box one gadget that kind of caught your eye at this show? I don't know if any of you saw the Keurig style ice cream maker that got introduced. Is there anything like that really stood out for you that you want to call out?
Before these two steal my idea, I'm going with the Kohler bathtub. Sorry, guys.
I was just going there.
The app-controlled bathtub.
I mean, miss it has LED lights, makes julienne fries. I mean, that thing for $16,000, it's a pretty impressive bathtub.
Water flows up from the bottom.
Has the boat around it.
Yeah,
wow.
Falls off to the side. Anything else, Hank or Randy?
Boy, you took mine, Lee.
I'll let you think about it, Hank. For me, I stopped by the Samsung booth, and they continuously lead with innovative technology. And they were boasting and talking about their new JetBot 90 AI intelligent robotic vacuum cleaner, which learns the floor as it's going out there and picking up the cat hair in the dirt, right? And if it comes across a cable or a chair leg or something like that, it remembers that it's there, and next time it goes around, it's not even going to come close to it. So, you know, you have a robotic vacuum cleaner with AI built into it now, which is kind of crazy.
Another Samsung robot too. I don't know if you saw the one that will pour you wine and load your dishwasher. That is in the not too distant future. So that's one that pulling on my heartstrings there. It's after my own heart. So I like that one.
I'm out. You guys have stole all my ideas. I was going to go with the Kohler bathtub. I'm sitting here thinking about it. Rob drops the robot that serves wine. I'm like, come on, look at the collection behind.
Wait, what else is there? We've left you nothing. So oh no, that's awesome. So lots of technology. Unless you got anything you're going to drop, Hank, we can end it there. Nope.
I think we've hit on it all.
All right. So sadly, we'll have to wait till CES 2022 to get Hank's, I guess, product of the day. So, no. Guys, I appreciate it. This has been a fun week. Going over tech trends, diving into CES, and I think we could all agree. We look forward to doing it in person next year. So until then, appreciate it and appreciate everyone joining us.
Thanks, Rob.
Thanks, Rob.